Hey everyone. Today we're going to be answering a comment that one of our viewers have left, and they're pretty new to investing, so pretty much they want to figure out where to invest their money. You can see right here it says, being pretty new to it, I really never seen anyone saying that it is wiser to make $1 off of selling 100 shares that went
have more than $100 million. Subscribe to my channel so I can teach you how to make millions.
Let me tell you about my day so far. Coffee in Paris, surfed the Maldives, took a little nap on Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh yeah, and I got digits from this Polish chick in Rio. NBA Finals. And all that was before lunch.
I have more than $100 million. Subscribe to my channel so I can teach you how to make millions.
Bought opposed to spending $3,800 on one Bitcoin and waiting, or just that chunk of money, or just that chunk of money really. Maybe there are videos on it and I just haven't seen them. Keep in mind I'm a noob. Okay, so pretty much this new investor is, I'm guessing they have about, let's say they have $5,000, you know, for easy math. All right, so let's say you have $5,000 and you're trying to figure out where to invest $5,000. Now, everyone is different. Me personally, I would invest $5,000 probably a lot different than how this person would prefer. And the reason I say that is because it seems that this person, their account's name is Newer Account. Newer Account is, it seems like they want something risky, and they want something much riskier than what I would suggest. Play it for the amount of return. Generally, you want the least riskiest investments with the most possible gains. That's generally what you want. You want the least risk possible with the most potential for gains. Over here we'll put less risky. But also there's less reward here. Okay guys? So, excuse my handwriting. So generally, the more risk you take on, the more reward you're supposed to take on. That's generally how it works. And the less risk, the less reward. Now what would be on this? What would be on this risky side? What kind what kind of assets, what kind of investments would be on the risk, the higher risk, the higher reward. So, of course, at the high end, you could see Bitcoin is very, very risky. Bitcoin is very risky. It's safer than all the other cryptos. Safer than all the other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum is pretty safe too. Ethereum and Bitcoin seem to be Bitcoin definitely is the safest. So Bitcoin's right now the safest crypto. Ethereum is like, it's like the second safest. And but I consider these also. These are very high risk, and I don't know how much reward there is to Bitcoin and Ethereum because who knows if it's ever going to. There's no guarantee that it's going to hit its peak. Because I invest 5,000 one way doesn't mean you have to. The difference between a noob investor and a professional investor is that a professional investor, they already have an idea of their own style. They have an idea of their own risk tolerance. And it could be different than another professional, and that's okay. Everyone has different risk and rewards. Everyone has different investing strategies, different investing styles, and you just have to find the one that works best for you. And you could learn from us for sure. Me, I always try to learn from other people, but generally I'm at the stage where I know more than most people. But there's people who know more than me, or they might know something more than me and have a certain advantage over me while I have another advantage over them. Maybe some people have higher risk, but they could also have higher rewards. While some people might not be taking, their investments might be less risky, but they're also getting less rewards. So there's pros and cons to both sides, okay? So back to the high risk, high reward. Bitcoin, Ethereum, these are high risk, and who knows if they're high reward. That's why me personally, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to fall. Once Bitcoin goes around 1800, then you'll see me buying. Right now, I still find it expensive. And if you only have 5,000, you don't want to spend most of it on just Bitcoin. That's risky. Unless you don't mind throwing away the 5,000. Like, it's super risky. This is super risky. Super risky. That's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is super risky. And I don't know how much reward it has. Now, let's talk about the less risky, just so you kind of have an idea of what's less risky. Generally, money is not risky because it's not like Venezuela. Venezuela's money, that's risky. Their money is super risky. It's the most riskiest money. It's probably the most riskiest money out there. And the reason Venezuela's money is one of the riskiest money out there is because they try to print. They printed way too much, and they try to give everyone millions of Venezuelan dollars or whatever. I'm not sure the name of their money, but they try to give everyone millions of it. And when you give everyone millions of it without enough abundance, you can destroy the value of the money. The more money there is, the less rare it becomes, the less value it becomes, the less it's worth. So with cash, here, let's just call this cash right here, which is it's some of the the least riskiest investments. So yes, cash is an investment. It's the least riskiest, but it's also the least reward. Actually, as a matter of fact, cash, like pure cash, actually declines about 2 to 3%. So you're in the minus. You're in the minus right here. Every year, when you hold money,